All right, what's up, everyone? Episode 5, we're going to cover reverse engineering. So many clients basically fall off because they don't like to give information out. And at the end of the day, they're just thrown away. So I get a lot of people asking me, like, hey, how do you overcome this? Like, people that don't want to tell me how much money they have putting away towards these products or how much coverage they have. Easy. Literally, before I go into it, I don't know why, especially the elderly people, they like to try to pull every single information. Like what we can't do anything with them telling us that they have a $25,000 policy for $86 a month. We can't do anything with that information. That's like me saying, yeah, my heat and electricity is $326 a month. Like, okay. It's not like we have any other information or anything like that. It's just basic parameters here to figure out things. A lot of people, the old people, they really think the world's out to get them, and they're very, very suspicious. They were ingrained in that back in the day. It's a general trend. So there's things that we can overcome to figure out what they're paying, how much coverage they have, and to get them into a better product. So I'm going to just walk us through this. Then I'm going to kind of just role play as the client and the broker to show actually put this into action of how it's done. So it's pretty simple. There's only real two scenarios. They don't want to give you their coverage or they don't want to give you how much they pay. Honestly, they can throw both in there too, but you can really get around both of them. So people that don't want to tell you how much they have in coverage, ask when they got the policy, how many years ago did they get it, subtract how many years ago from their current age, because every lead profile has their age. Cool. Now you got their age. Put it in that. Ask what ballpark they're paying in. Plug that into the premium. And then basically all you have to do is hit get quote. Now that get quote is going to show you a coverage amount. That doesn't mean you pitch the exact dollar. You're probably going to pitch a lot lower in coverage. So if the coverage was coming back in like for $13,500, you want to tell the client, okay, basically what I'm seeing here, you probably have something around the $10,000 range because the carriers, this goes into step number 4 here. The carriers that we have are going to be the cheapest. So you're going to have the max coverage for the minimum amount of uh, dollars per month that you're paying on the policy. Whereas, okay, oh yeah, I go through Primerica. Primerica, I already know. Like, you're going to be paying a lot for a little amount of coverage. So, especially when you have to redo and pitch them a package now, it's going to be everything's adjusted and you're going to be in a better scenario as well. If they don't tell you how much coverage they have, as well as they don't tell you how much they're paying for the policy, basically what you want to do is reverse engineer as well within that step. So ask them if it's just to cover like funeral and final expenses or to leave legacy behind, and then they're going to choose one of those two. Then that should also automatically indicate what type of package or what type of coverage amount that they have at the end of the day. So if someone says, "Oh yeah, yeah, I have my funeral and final expense coverage. That's what I have right now." Okay, great. Was that just to cover your traditional burial or cremation? Oh, my traditional burial. Okay, I know they have $10,000 to $12,000 worth of coverage here. Um, right off the bat. You can kind of shortcut it right there as well. So you don't really need to ask how much they're paying for, things like that. That can also cut right through it for you. So very, very simple. Second scenario, how to get around for people that don't want to tell you how much they're paying. A lot of people don't like this. You don't need to know how much I'm paying. Who do you think you are? Like I said, like really? Okay. It doesn't matter. Ask the like these steps, all you have to do is just reciprocate it basically at the end of the day. Instead of like coverage, you just go for paying. That's literally it. So ask when they got the policy, subtract the years from their age, put that into toolkits, ask how much coverage they currently have in place and who they got the coverage through, plug that coverage amount into the face amount, and pull up the rates to see what they're paying. Those rates aren't going to be accurate for what they're paying. pitch price is a little bit more expensive. So if they have $15,000 of coverage and Aflac's pulling up $76, I'm going to be like, okay, looks here that paying somewhere around the $85 range, $90 range. We don't want to say, oh, $75 because they don't have it through Aflac. 99.9% of the time, their carriers are not as good as ours. We have the best ones on the market right now and the cheapest. So that's why you always want to pitch higher because 99.9% of the time, they are going to be paying a lot more than what we have right now. Especially if they go to like an independent branch, just like a mom and pop shop from down the road. Like, are you kidding me? It's probably like twice as much as what we have, like through the big firms like Trans, America, Aflac, I know, other like the Sendos, as well as LBL, RNA, things like that. Same thing. Just walk you through it. If they don't tell you how much coverage they have when you ask for how much coverage, same thing. Ask if it's just covered funeral and final expenses, leave money behind. It's going to give you an indication there on honestly how much they should be paying as well as how much coverage you should be plugging in to figure out how much they're paying. 95% of the time, you're going to be able to get how much coverage people have. So this first scenario, not really going to use too much. It's always how much are they paying? They just straight up like won't tell you at the end of the day. So I'm going to run through a couple scenarios here on toolkits. First scenario, we're just going to do people they don't want to tell me how much coverage they have. So, all right, I'm going to play both roles. So, okay, Becky. Now, totally understand you have coverage in place right now. How many years ago did you get your coverage? 4 years ago? Okay, great, great. So you're 67. So you got it when you were 63 years old. Great. Now, catch me up to speed here. Who did you get it through so I can just get on the record for you? You got it through Primerica? Awesome, awesome. You remember how much you're paying per month for that? $120 per month? Wow. Wow, okay. Okay. Love to see it. Love to see that you're taking proactive measures here. So I'm guessing you probably got something for around maybe 25 to $28,000 worth of coverage there, right? Great, great, great. Yep. So actually what we're able to do is to get you into something better. Now, what we can do for yourself is get you more coverage for less of a price, basically. Super, super simple. Like honestly, the end was kind of trash, not gonna lie to myself. Pitching price. I just wanted to walk you through on what you do to figure out how much coverage they really have at the end of the day. Um, you can reverse engineer. So literally right there, you take that $27,000 that you most likely had. Cool. Saved her about, I don't know, 8 to 10 bucks. She's paying around probably 120-ish. Cool. There you go. Saving some money. Super simple like that. Same thing. I'm going to do the same thing for, they don't want to tell you how much they're paying. This one's honestly so much easier. Same thing. So, all right, Greg, love to see that you have coverage in place already. Now, how many years ago do you get the policy? Got it 2 years ago. Okay, that'll put you at 54 here. Now, totally understand. Now, how much coverage do you currently have? Don't remember? Oh, okay. Was it just for funeral and final expenses, or was it kind of leave a legacy behind to your kids? Funeral and final expenses? Okay, great. Was it just for like your traditional burial, or did you want to cover your cremation? Your traditional burial? Okay, I'm guessing probably around $15,000 of coverage. That sounds familiar to yourself? $17,000 worth of coverage? Okay, okay. Love to see that reminded yourself there. Great, great. So based on my records here, it's showing me that you're probably most likely paying somewhere around the 67 to $70 range, which is totally great, totally fine. Now, definitely what we can do for yourself, get you into something a little bit better here. Now, that same $17,000 worth of coverage, it's going to be $61 a month. The $10 savings right there. Especially if you want to pair it with accidental, it's going to double your coverage for only a few dollars more a month. Now, who want to do that while they're saving money? Very simple. Very, very simple at the end of the day. So all you have to do, get the coverage amount. Now, when I went to, okay, he was 54 right here. Why did I say 65 or set like $70? because, like I said before, the carriers that we have are a lot better. None of the carriers that people go through are going to be as good as we have and at the baseline prices that we have. So very, very simple. Always put them at a higher premium payment just because it's going to get the wheels turning, especially when you tell them like, oh yeah, you're most likely got you on record here paying for about $70. He might be like, no, 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 no. I'm paying $74. Okay, well now he just told you how much he's paying. So sweet, I already know. Cool. Now I adjust. He's 56 years old in the present day. Cool, he's paying 74 bucks. Cool. I'm in at $61. Basically a $15 savings. It's crazy. Who wouldn't want to do that? I mean, you can even just get a more coverage for literally the same price, 3,000 more dollars, and you're still saving money. Like you're crazy. Who wouldn't want to do that? So very simple, very easy. It's easier said than done though. So why is this so difficult to do? There can be so much dead space here if you're not actively talking to the client, making like little side conversations, building rapport, as well as if you do things out of order, you forget to, I don't know, put their age in like back, you try to pitch like, oh yeah, like it's gonna be around like $75, something like that you're doing. And then you like pitch them this, but you didn't change his age back to 56 because you got his policy 2 years ago. You can be in a world of trouble for that, as well as just coverage types, coverage amounts. Make sure you really nail that because we got to make sure that we're inputting the right amount of coverage here as well. Be thorough with it at the end of the day. Follow these steps thoroughly so you can get the clients on your side, as well as a lot of people just straight up don't like giving information out. You ask them who they got the coverage through and be like, the more questions you can ask and keep going along, the better it's going to be because you're going to seem more credible. And just blame it. Just be like, okay, yeah. What coverage did you get? Just this is just so I can put on your profile here and on the record, so we don't have to bother you ever again. Things like that. They're gonna expand on the information. Then once you pitch them a better package and tell them like you're gonna replace notice of transference, things like that, you're gonna be able to get them on your side. Very, very simple, very effective. I've done this many times. Very seamless and easy process here. But sweet, that's all I had. Let's get it.